But all right, yeah, there we go. Hey, welcome to the Corpsepaint Show, where we fetishize everything that is grotesque. Welcome. We got a great show with Dallas Cooper. Hey, if you're on Facebook, join us in the chat room with questions, comments, feedback of any kind. Hey, I'm Satan, but this week Lily has off. However, we did find a recent photograph of her, or maybe this is an artist rendering. Oh, there it is. Yeah, our Nordic scholar, Lily, off this week, but we wanted to show you this recent picture of her. Pow! Boom! She'll be back next week. Hey, we're proud to have great tribute band from Dallas, Dallas Cooper, joining us. And we've got the heartbeat trio of the band here. Mario, Maddie, and Motown. It's Dallas Cooper. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Yeah, you're unmuted now, so that's good.
All right, so should we can the social distancing?
Okay. As long as you just feel comfortable with each other.
Oh, yeah, we're fine.
So, left to right, we got Maddie, who's on guitar. We got Mario, who is Mr. Dallas Cooper, and of course Motown on bass. We love you, Motown. You are so much part of this band as Mr. Cooper is, you know.
Oh yeah. He's. I mean, the two of them are spectacular show.
I thought for a moment you did have Nita Strauss sitting to your right.
I'm trying my best to be here.
Hey, so
I'm a naturally scary person, so it works out okay.
Mario, look, here's the question everyone wants to know. School is out forever, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. At this point, yeah. I just hope it doesn't come to school is out completely, you know?
Well, no, that's the next verse, so I think it is going to happen.
But yeah, it's interesting. Although Madison here just started college.
Yeah.
And has your first classes tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm
And
so used to using Zoom at this point. So
is it online then?
yeah, every class is online.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good.
School classroom.
All right. So, Mr. Cooper, Mr. Dallas Cooper, no more Mr. Slice Guy. Tell us about next month. What is the big event?
Well, I guess on a personal level, I'm really happy to be going back to Gas Monkey on the 18th of September.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite venues. It really is, and it's always a great time. They treat us wonderfully, and the show is going to be intense this time around. It's going to be a lot of music, a long
set list.
And we're going to get into songs that we've, never ventured into before. And we're getting into fall, so we're going to bring out the creep, like really bring it out. So,
yes, good.
Yeah, and we got a great opening event, MOBscene.
Mm-hmm.
If you're into Manson, and he's part of MOBscene.
I'm in that one too.
I kind of forgot that. So you're doubling up on the 18th, Motown.
Yeah, and Terry as well.
Yeah, Terry, our drummer, is playing with MOBscene, and Tony Koch, who obviously most people know him from Scary Cherry and the Bang Bangs, but he's playing too, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, wait a second. In MOBscene?
Yeah, he's in MOBscene.
Okay.
and Paragraph
Maybe
Taylor?
Paragraph Taylor on vocals.
He's amazing.
Of
And we
course,
have,
yeah.
Chrissy Avila playing keyboards.
Yeah, Chrissy, she's a little genius.
Yeah.
But to review real quick, your band, Mario, is yourself, Motown Maddie, Ashley Reeves, Craig Zerba, and Terry.
Ransom.
Yeah, the other guitarist. Yeah.
Yeah. Like ransom with an N at the end.
Now
All
you-
on drums.
Hey,
Yeah.
now let's leave the.
Craig Zerba on guitar from Swan Song, so people know him.
Oh, great. So let's leave this up for a second, okay? Here's the event page. Do you have to get tickets in advance, Mario?
It's best to.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're making people sit at tables, so they're selling them by the table, as you can see there.
Right.
You
Okay.
can get a 2-top table or a 4-top table.
So let's talk about that for a minute. At Gas Monkey, the tables are right out in front on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
They're doing that. And, you know, I think if you're staying where you are, you know, you can get up and boogie, but they just don't want you running around and, you know.
So
Yeah, you don't want people like in front of the stage crowding up and
Yeah.
okay,
And it's maintaining social distancing, and it's just a sign of the times that we're in.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people think it's a big conspiracy. A friend of mine works for a morgue, and it's not. Shut up.
no kidding. Whoa.
how do you know?
But, anyways, yeah, it's just, this is how we're doing it. This is how it has to be done for now. And then, you know,
Yeah.
it'll all change back soon enough. You
Better
know,
than having no shows at all. So.
This is true.
So look, I think the key is get a ticket in advance, get there early so you can choose your table, and see the opening band, MOBscene, and then get ready for a whole bunch of songs from Mr. Dallas Cooper.
yeah, it's a show and a half. I mean, if you've never seen Alice Cooper before, then, you know, we're bringing you at least as close as we can on the scale that we can his show. We have a guillotine.
Yeah, Dead
and,
Babies.
Yeah, there's all
Yeah.
all kinds of fun stuff, you know, to watch, and it's constantly moving. As the show evolves, you know, the
Yeah.
set evolves. So.
Fantastic.
The more
I
you
tell
say, the more scary stuff you see.
outstanding. Look, I tell people you're not a band, you're a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. No, it is. I mean, it's theatrics. It's really what it is, you know.
You've got the guillotine, you've got dolls, you've got the
Toy
the
box.
the toy box with surprises in it, dead babies everywhere, and this is an Alice Cooper show. One day, you know, he's just going to be in the audience with his mouth open, like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's playing. Isn't he playing in October in Oklahoma anyway? So
Well,
Well, that got canceled. We
Oh.
were gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all had tickets for it.
So I don't think we'll be seeing him till the spring or maybe summer.
all right. Now, okay,
But
there.
you've got us.
Yeah, of course. No. Yeah. This is the show to be at, and you see an Alice Cooper show right in front of you. Jason, yeah, just keep me posted, man, if there's any cool feedback on the chat room.
Just hails all, and everybody saying hey to the crew at Dallas Cooper.
All right, good. So that's a picture I took last year of you performing outdoors in Irving.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Under my wheels.
right. The telephone is ringing.
Got to make that phone call.
Look, we found an article, Maria, that, and I'm going to twist it up a little bit, but the article really makes the claim that horror movie fans are coping better during coronavirus. And I would say Alice Cooper fans are probably coping better with the coronavirus pandemic if they get their job, you know,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
they can listen to his music and they can watch some great videos and they can and watch horror movies as well.
Yeah. It's a constant theme in my household, especially, you know, I have two roommates, Leslie from Scary Cherry and Aurelia Captain Canada, who does like all of our artwork. And she has horror on 24/7, you know. So, whereas Leslie's more like about men killing men, you know, like Viking shows, you know.
Oh.
And then it goes back to the horror when it gets to mine. Yeah.
Well, I think the article tries to make the point that you know, we know how to handle stressful situations. If you're a horror fan, if you're an Alice Cooper fan, you know, we can handle stress.
I think people that have grown up watching horror, because, you know, for me, I started with the you know, the classic Universal films, and I think we do cope better, you know. So there, yeah, you know. Because everything.
Look at what's fun we're having.
Exactly. You know.
But
the more messed up, the better.
and so right, and the point
But
is,
we know the difference. You know what I mean? This is not reality. You know, this is all fantasy, and it's phenomenal. It's fun. You know.
We know it's really not cool to stab babies.
Exactly. We've got that. You know?
I do want to see a lot of dead babies, and if you don't have them, I will bring some. Okay.
Hey, the more the merrier, man.
I bring your own too. Yeah.
We'll just toss them all around and
We
have a good old time.
yeah.
You know, when can we mention that I'll be there on stage with you too, please?
Yes, of course. Well, Jay and Satan himself will be there on stage with us, and he performs with us. He has. I don't even know if I should give away what it is.
No, the Frankenstein. Yeah. The Feed My Frankenstein.
Yeah, during Feed My Frankenstein, he is Frankenstein. Well, he's Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. And in fact, we captured a screen grab of one of those. Yeah. It was from last year.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Bear with us a second. Jason is on the board today. We got to give him thanks and props right now. He runs this whole show for us to keep everything flowing. Look at that.
There it is.
Fabulous.
Who's that guy in the white over on the left?
Pardon me?
From Escape Mental
Yes,
Patient.
yeah.
Some crazy guy right now.
And bloody stuff all over it. Just snot.
It was Shark Week was last week, and hey, Mario, that's a ton of fun. I really look forward to this show. So we encourage people to go to the Facebook page, event page, get your tickets in advance, and then get your table there. Watch MOBscene, and then get ready for some Dallas Cooper. Look, we have a couple of videos of you performing some of the top Cooper songs, and I don't know which one we're starting with now, but we're going to talk over it. All right, Mario?
Sure. I hope it's showing her.
It might be with Maddie. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Woo!
All the money landed in the farm.
How could you not have fun?
And they were picking money out of their well. Oh yeah, so now we have money guns.
Yeah. Oh,
Naughty work.
I heard Maddie's work right there. I heard that.
Oh, that's a good delivery.
Yeah, nice. So you hit.
It's time to shake the money off.
Time to shake it.
There was no room on that stage.
It was like the
Oh,
smallest thing.
there we
Got
go.
us right into on the bartenders. They're all going,
Thanks.
You know, similar to the other Alice Cooper show, you probably have people of all generations come to enjoy it, right?
That is true, actually. Yeah. We on the all ages shows, we've seen kids right up to grandpa, grandma. You know.
Love it.
So is this the show where I poked you in the eye?
No, that's not my dukes.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, we probably have that one. So yeah, we'll just ask Jason to cue the next video.
I've already taken to injuring Maddie.
You know what I think of as all your band members is the people who just sort of pick up after you, because you're just like I don't know, a wild thing out there, and things are always falling, and you're dropping money or whatever, and you know.
things and people.
and the swords are real, just for the record, people. Yeah.
Okay, so audience members,
So
don't grab
if
them.
I'm near you with the sword and I'm lifting it up to get it away from you, it's because I don't want to hurt you. They are very real.
All right, we actually have 2 more videos. I think. Yeah, let's do this one.
Counterpart,
This is our last
the
song.
original
Come on.
guy, Dennis Dunaway.
I know.
At the film festival.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's just before I
Whoa!
came. Were y'all playing for the original thing?
Yeah.
this was what was the name of the film?
William Williams, live from the AstroTurf.
From the AstroTurf. That was when Alice reunited with his original band right here
Oh.
in Dallas.
Oh yeah, live at the AstroTurf.
Yeah.
He did a live in store, and so they made a film out of it. And then we were asked to play at the premiere of the film, and we got to meet Dennis Dunaway, Alice's bass player.
Yeah, fantastic.
He signed
Yeah.
my Precision.
That is fantastic, man.
He was such a great guy. Oh, there's Ashley. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and I still haven't seen the film. Yeah.
I'll confess I own it.
Well, I
We
will.
were going to watch it that night, but then we ended up, having drinks with Dennis Dunaway and his wife.
People have got to be going nuts when you start these songs,
We
right?
got distracted hanging out with,
Actual rock
the
star.
man himself. Yeah. Dennis Dunaway. Oh my God, his bass playing. I mean, on a personal level, his bass playing for me made me want to play bass, which I actually play bass as well as guitar. But I was so into his movement because the guy is just such a he really he's always moving, and his bass playing is so choice. Yeah.
The all right, I think we have a short video that you were sharing on Facebook of that event when, and maybe Dennis Dunaway is in this little clip here with you guys, which I think was post show.
Oh yeah, that's him. Immediately to my right, that's his wife, who did all their early costumes, and that's him.
With the glasses?
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. So that's Dennis Dunaway, and you're hanging with original Alice Cooper band member. Wow.
Yeah.
This is look. You guys are just so fantastic. I hope that you're called the world's greatest Alice Cooper tribute band. Is that or is that name taken? I don't know. We should. This is you.
I don't know if someone's taken
Let's look into
that. But I will say this, that all the people that came before Maddie and Craig joining are all obviously, immensely talented players. But there was something that happened when they joined the band. It really gelled, and it's now it's like a powerhouse. I don't know how to describe it, because it's everybody's an actual member and dedicated to it, and
everybody's very much into it and wants to grow in it and wants to learn more,
and we're all Alice Cooper fans, so it really helps. This is someone that we look up to as an artist and a writer and performer and musicians. I mean, the musicians that he has have been some of the best musicians to ever embrace the field of rock.
Yeah, you've got an amazing band right now.
Yeah, they're probably the best live band he's ever had.
Hey,
yeah, we got a few people.
No offense to the original members of it.
Hold on, we got some comments.
Yeah, we got a few people commenting that they can't wait for the show in September. Richard Nettleton said it's going to be fun. Melanie Kidwill says they are great, referring to you all, I assume. So looks like you got a lot of people ready to go for September, man.
Thank
The
you.
absence of live music, man, we really need it right now.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
you can watch Maddie tear it up, because she's an amazing performer. She really is. She obviously taking on the role of Nita Strauss. Those are some major shoes to fill. But she really brings it, and it makes the show that much more exciting for me on stage. To have the people to interact with. I mean, Motown is always that. I know that I got someone to work with on that side of the stage, but now I'm just surrounded by people that are just into the show, and they expand on the show. So,
all right, let's be clear. You've got a truckload of props and costuming, and this is a big production.
Yeah,
and
we're not using your grandpa's station wagon to get.
We fill 2 vans and a trailer.
There you go. And you've got the straight jacket, right, Mario?
Oh yeah. We've got a straight jacket, swords, the baby buggy. If Dead Babies happens to be one of your favorite Alice songs, it is dead on in my top 3. You'll be quite pleased. We have an actual antique baby buggy that was donated by Amanda Dalton.
All right, Amanda. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Hey, all right. So look, we actually have one more video I want to get to. So, so what we got? I don't know. I forgot which song this one is. Let's check it out. We'll check it out together, and we can talk over it.
Oh, that's House of Blues. That was a real early one. We did a show with The Cure, and that was the Nightmare.
It was the Nightmare After
After
Christmas.
Christmas. And that was a lot of fun.
Man, that looks good.
You were there for that one too.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do House of Blues again.
Yeah, that stage is awesome.
And we did Gas Monkey Live, which I'm so sad for Gas Monkey Live.
That is a bad thing.
That's such a brilliant band.
So let's point out some things, okay? Unlike this video, the show you will see on September 18th, and that's a Friday, is outdoors, so you can attend safely, and there are tables spaced apart where you will sit in the audience. so you can attend
Right.
safely.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and bring your mask, but be ready to rock and party with Dallas Cooper, the premier Alice Cooper tribute band, including all of the props, costume changes, dead babies, blood, everything you want from an Alice Cooper show. So this is a safe show with social distancing. They will not oversell it. It is a certain amount of tickets only, right? And is outdoors. So if you want to run inside and eat, you can do that as well. The show is outdoors, and man, we encourage everyone to get their tickets now. Dallas Cooper, September 18th.
We will rock
Yeah.
your world.
Yes, you will. Now, I'm so looking forward to this, man. So fun. It is going to be. Remember,
Yeah,
us.
well, your portion of the show is one of my favorite parts of the show too. So, and being able to interact with you is always such a cool thing.
The and
It's
I,
kind of like the part where in the Iron Maiden concert where Eddie comes out.
when you watch Iron Maiden, when you watch Eddie come out on one of their videos, to me it just looks a little silly, doesn't it? They're really going for comic, aren't they? With that character.
Yeah, I mean, I found it reminded me almost like of the Pinheads from
Oh, yeah.
they were trying to get more of a laugh on it, I think.
Yeah, well, Eddie is somebody who's evolved over the life of Iron Maiden.
Right.
He used to be just a guy wearing a leather jacket and a mask on, and now he's 12 feet tall. He comes and smacks around all the band members and stuff. And it's really cool. I'm a huge.
I mean, I still like it anyway. So yeah, not to put down.
Yeah, I mean there is some comedy to it. Yeah, I mean he
But-
just started out as just a little scary corpse guy. And,
Yes, and now that big tall dude who kind of lumbers out. Yeah.
yeah, and everything just revolves around Eddie. now.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Iron Maiden, we have this from us. Right?
True.
Yeah, the Iron Maidens. Yeah.
But look, let's talk for a moment about the fact that Dallas, your name, Dallas Cooper, is so important to the original Alice Cooper band because, as you referenced, 4 out of the 5, which is all of the living remaining members of the original Alice Cooper band, right? Performed at Good Records at their old location on Greenville Avenue. And then a film was made, and I think it was called Live at the AstroTurf.
Yes.
Yeah, and with a vinyl release, and you can find that now on streaming.
That I got.
Yeah.
I have the vinyl.
Whenever Alice Cooper re-releases a video or old material, do you feel compelled, like, I got to go see this? Are there some new angles or nuances that I'm unaware of?
Oh, you have no clue. No, anytime something new comes out, Terry, our drummer, is the first person on it. And we should point out that Terry is the person that made this all come together.
Cool.
He hounded me for a while about doing an Alice Cooper thing, and I finally just said, all right, let's do this. But yeah, he brought it all together. But Terry is constantly fishing the internet. He's keeping up with every aspect of Alice Cooper's career, and knows like what songs fit what dates and what clothing articles you should be wearing. Like, don't wear the striped suit when we're doing this one. Like, wow.
It's true. He's very committed.
He's very committed, and he wanted it from the get-go to be as close as possible. And I never knew. I should say I never dreamed he would take it to where it's gone. I mean, I'm thankful that he did.
You're at a fantastic level right now.
Our guillotine used to be 10 feet 6, and we had to cut 8 inches off, I think.
I think it's more than that. It was like a foot at least.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it. All right. All right. Well, never mind. Wait. We had to shave it down some.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Maybe that much. I don't know. But it just enough to be able to get into some of the venues that it just wouldn't quite fit in.
This is an actual working Alice Cooper guillotine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It made completely to their specs.
Oh.
Same thing with the toy box.
From scratch. and it was one of the funniest things ever, building this guillotine in Terry's driveway. And he lives on a busy street.
Oh.
And seeing all these cars come by and all these faces just,
And they're looking, and you've got a.
what the?
My favorite thing was the very first time that we tested it out.
Yeah.
You know, Mario, funny. Go ahead.
Oh, no. It just slammed me into the bottom of the basket. Like, need some adjustment, boys.
It just sort of shoved you down. Bang.
It came down so fast and so hard. I was like, okay, this needs some adjustment.
So the non-professionals are creating this actual guillotine, and we're talking about Motown and Terry, and then you obviously trust them with your life because you get in there to try it out.
Yeah, it's, I mean, they.
Well, we had help from another guy, Matt Kayer.
Yeah, who's done a lot of stuff for the Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Including, didn't he do the roller coaster?
Yeah, he had this roller coaster. He had a drum riser that it was really a roller. It went around in a circle. And he was doing drum solo.
Wow.
So just take them all around and run upside down.
Yeah. There's another committed tribute that you should see.
And
so when the world opens back up again, because their show is huge, they need the room.
big props to MOBscene too. I mean, they put on a fantastic show.
Oh yeah.
Which will be on the same bill with you guys. I'm going to ask Jason if there's any other comments here. And all right, a couple of things. Mario, on this show a couple years back, I interviewed Alice Cooper's daughter, Calico.
Calico, yeah.
And she was in the Alice Cooper band for a while as the nurse. And she told some funny stories that they would haul their guillotine around and load and unload it. She said sometimes towards the end of the tour, they were duct taping pieces of it together and hoping that it would still hang together.
Yeah, well, I think what she said is on the electric chair, the thing where he would pass through during Feed My Frankenstein. They had like duct tape, like a broom handle back there to hold something in because it was getting some serious wear and tear. Yeah, so that's some really cool behind the scenes stuff. And I think she still does Alice Cooper shows.
Cool.
And Alice's wife, Cheryl, invented the whole Nurse Rosetta aspect of the show. And so when Calico was taking it over for a while, there was, I guess Cheryl couldn't do the tour, but I think eventually the two of them they created a part where they could work together, where Calico was more like a zombie nurse, which I loved, by the way. That was awesome. So yeah, she still does shows with Alice, here and there.
And of course, let's point out that she
her
is
own schedule, because she's pretty, and then of course her and Chuck are in Visto Blanco, and they're amazing.
Yeah, they were really cool. And we got
your band opened up.
Yeah, one of my original bands, Hillbilly Orchestra. We opened up for Visto Blanco last year at Gas Monkey.
Fantastic.
It was just an awesome show, and they were so cool. Chuck and Calico were both just awesome people. The whole band was super cool. They hung out with us after the show.
And Chuck wrote Feed My Frankenstein, and in fact is in Alice's band 90% of the time, right?
Yeah. And they do an acoustic version of that in Visto Blanco. And Calico sings it. And it's really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool.
I want to double check with Jason because we may miss some comments here that are in the chat room. If so, I apologize. We're trying to keep up.
We had a few people pop in. Spike Stiletto said all the loves for Matty Licious. So
Woo!
Maddie's getting some love out there.
Matty Love.
Brian Erickson said the video you were talking about earlier is live from the AstroTurf by Alex Cooper.
Right, yeah.
And he's even said he's had his head in Alice's actual guillotine about 4 times.
Woo!
Brian has.
Surprise me. Brian is a Alice super fan.
All right, Brian.
He's got Calico in his profile pic on Facebook, so if you know him, you can go check her out.
Yeah.
And he is talking about his electric chair prop from the Good Records LFTA show. And so Brian's all in there.
Yeah,
Look,
he's been all over the country to see Alice Cooper and gets backstage every time. And he was at the Beasto show too, of course.
Look, for super Alice Cooper fans, go to Good Records. They're now on Garland Road, and there's a lot of posters that are autographed by the original band up, and a lot of memorabilia about Alice Cooper in the record store.
It's like a museum to Alice in some respects. It really is. It's wonderful.
Now, I sent you a picture yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, of that new release on vinyl called Breadcrumbs. So tell Terry that if he doesn't have that, he can get that on vinyl at Good Records.
Right. And for those not in the know, it's a new Alice EP. Yeah. So yes, there's new music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure Terry knows.
Yeah.
I think he even released a single during quarantine, talking about the whole experience.
Oh, right. Yes.
We'll get through that. We're gonna all get through this.
It's like don't give up.
Don't give up. That's it.
Yeah. What a great message. And let's talk to your lead guitarist for a moment. All right. So Maddie is in college. She's starting college. I'm curious. How did you get exposed to Alice Cooper music, or was it just Mario saying, "Hey, join our band. We're really cool"?
Actually, it was Terry who invited me to join because I had guested with Swan Song, the Led Zeppelin tribute that he's in and that Craig's in before. And he really wanted a female guitar player to play kind of the role of Nita Strauss. So he asked me to join, and I guess she was still some of her skills were above mine, I would say. So, but I've improved a whole lot since joining, I'd say.
Were you familiar with Alice Cooper?
Honestly, I only knew the very popular songs. I knew a lot of other classic rock bands and stuff like that, but for Alice, I only knew School's Out, I think, and a couple others. But as soon as I was asked to join, I started listening to him, and I just love so much of what he's done. So.
There was a magic year. It was 1972, I think. Was that when Love It to Death came out? But just so
71
much.
was Love It to Death, and School's Out was 72. Billion Dollar Baby 73, and Muscle of Love officially 74. But also Killer came out in 71 also. So so they actually released 2 albums in 71, and Killer was one of my favorites.
It was just that was such a artistic year for a lot of bands out of Britain. The Who's Next, I think, was right then, and Yes was releasing Close to the Edge, this was such a wild period
for Bowie.
There you go.
Ziggy the next year.
Crazy
time.
time.
The World and Hunky Dory, actually.
That's right.
And of course, we don't hear about this anymore, that a band can release 2 albums in 1 year, and they're both fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
It's usually 2-3 years now, if you're lucky.
Record and mix the whole thing, and then they go back out on tour.
Well, the Beatles did that for up until 67. They'd had enough, I guess.
Mario, did I tell you I went to Cooperstown in Arizona before it closed? It closed a few years ago.
That's right.
And it was quite an experience. There's a lot of his memorabilia there and old posters, but it's really kind of an appreciation of all classic rock, not just himself. That was his restaurant in in Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, and but named Cooperstown because he liked baseball too.
Yeah, and it was right across the streets from the Diamondback Stadium.
Exactly. Have you been there?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
went there. It was about a year before it closed, and I actually beat the Man versus Food Challenge.
Whoa! Is it like
You did?
Yes, I did.
You need to tell about it.
Yeah, it was a coney dog that was about 2 feet long. They used an entire baguette for the bun, and the coney dog was probably a good 1.5 inches thick or so, the whole length of the bun, and they piled chili and peppers and onions
Whoa.
and cheese and relish and God knows what else was even on there. I don't even pico de gallo, I think. And then there was a mound of fries that went along the whole length of the platter next to it. So I think it took me about 45 minutes or so, but yes, I ate every last morsel of food
Oh,
on
brother.
the platter, and even some of the paper that was underneath the fries.
yeah, right. Okay,
You ate
Motown.
the paper?
Some of it by accident.
He's an
But I mean, the stuff that
overachiever,
fell
right?
off the hot dog was like toppings for the fries. So I was just sitting there with a knife and fork, just.
He has out of meal sense.
Right, right.
They gave me a discount on a couple of T-shirts and stuff.
Okay, but
And there was no big prize, but
Motown,
yeah,
Motown.
and then I had to leave there and go straight to the Phoenix airport and fly home. So I was just walking around like, oh my God, what have I done?
His mile high moment was a little different than most
Yeah.
people's.
It was very unpleasant for the other passengers.
Well, wasn't it okay, Motown? Wasn't it called something like Alice Cooper's Member, or I don't know, something like that? Because it's
It
a
was,
big,
It
long,
was the bases loaded big unit.
big unit.
The
Okay,
big unit was Randy Johnson, who pitched for Arizona.
okay,
Right,
okay.
yeah.
Well, thank you for connecting the dots. I just thought it was big unit because it looked like a.
Yeah, because it was a giant wiener.
You know, didn't Calico mention that her and her brother both worked
Yep.
at the restaurant?
Yes.
That was part
Yeah.
of their upbringing. They have to learn how to appreciate work.
Yeah, and and then she said, and guess what, everyone, on our YouTube channel, Corpsepaint Show, you can just search in our search bar, Calico Cooper. You can watch this interview, great interview we had with her, and she was very open and honest about Bisto Blanco and working, with Alice Cooper. And we got to wrap up in a few minutes, but I did want to point out that she said that she was on stage performing with Alice and then would be working in the restaurant, and sometimes people would say, hey, weren't you just performing on stage with Alice Cooper? And she would say, nope, wasn't me.
Yeah.
That is,
That interview is brilliant. So if you do have a chance to go check it out, like you said, look it up. And I've watched it several times. It's great.
well, I think Dallas Cooper is brilliant. You guys really bring theatrics when we need it right now. And I'm talking about horror theatrics, which is what we need right now. And more than ever, I'm just thrilled about this show for next month. So encourage everyone to get a ticket to see Dallas Cooper in Dallas at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill.
Yeah. Well, we're thrilled. Hope you're there. It's Topo Chico, folks. Not an alcoholic.
Whatever.
And
Yeah, 'cause
we're really looking forward to performing for you guys. So yeah, the 19th of September, 18th.
Yeah, because the
No alcohol.
real Alice Cooper does not drink alcohol anymore.
No, he's totally clean.
Totally clean. But man, he had some stories to tell in the 70s, didn't he?
Oh my God.
I remember reading, I think it was in Cream magazine or something like this, Mario. I mean, it was like Alice Cooper was saying there were so many girls backstage, if they couldn't find a condom, they used chewing gum.
What?
He meant it as a joke, okay? He meant it as a joke.
Horrible.
You gotta trap
It
your,
has to be
you know,
a joke.
Yeah. But And you know, some of those old rock and roll
I
magazines.
got them on my shoe here.
Remember what, you know, those old rock and roll magazines, and Alice Cooper was on the cover all the time. Circus or you know, and some of those, right?
Yeah, Cream. That was my favorite from that era.
Do you think Terry has some of those in his garage?
I don't know.
You could have anything.
Yeah. There could be anything in that garage. There's certainly things living in that garage. We love you, Terry. We know you're watching.
Yeah, and Craig Zerba and Terry and Ashley. Ashley will be on stage with you.
Yeah, Craig, we're missing you right now.
I'm
Yeah.
missing you, Craig.
Now, Ashley's working.
Yeah, she'll be working, performing with you.
Yeah, Craig and Terry have no excuse.
So Ashley is the nurse, right?
Yes.
Well, and background vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's back
Yeah.
up the whole show, and she does the ballerina on Only Women Believe.
And she helps anywhere it's needed. I think I saw her tightening your, I don't know, something up for you, Mario, or something, you know, backstage. So
Oh yeah, no, she's done all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean, she's a jack of all trades without a doubt. Yeah, she helps me with makeup. You know, costume changes. You know, you have no idea what I went through the last show. Costume change. Had like a 1x1 space with no lights. And I dropped my microphone.
Oh.
And it was completely dark and couldn't find it anywhere. I know we're almost off the air here, but yeah. Needless to say, I missed the beginning of Black Widow.
well, if we can, we're going to show.
Sorry, guys.
If we can, we're going to show that event page one more time, if that's cool, Jason. And just encourage people to go there, get tickets, and be all prepped and ready, because they can't sell to capacity. So this is something that might be at risk of you not being able to get a ticket if you don't get it early.
This is true.
Yeah, so hang tight a second here. This is Dallas Cooper and MOBscene, Gas Monkey Bar and Grill, September 18th. That's a Friday. With the trio you're staring at tonight, along with the rest of their band and yours truly. Yeah, right there. There are live shows. Gas Monkey Bar and Grill is outdoors. Spaced apart tables in the audience to where it is done with safety in mind. Right, guys?
I was just looking at your side hustle, Divination.
Gotta make money on the side.
You cracked me up.
A reminder that Lily Lurid will be back next week. And these guys right here will be on stage next month, in less than a month. Yeah, that's on the 18th. Maddie, Motown, and Mario!
Yeah.
Mr. Dallas Cooper. We love you guys, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us, man.
Look, I really appreciate you carving out time to be here tonight. I want you to carve some audience members on the 18th.
Yeah.
Come on up, we'll carve you. We'll be carving babies, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm bringing a dead baby, and I know you'll have some too.
Oh, you know,
Everybody bring your dead baby.
before we sign off, I just stocked up on babies. So that's the honest to God truth.
Funny quick story. I used to have a Facebook page for that dead baby I'd perform with, and it was just dead baby or something like that. And I had to stop it because people were sending in grotesque pictures to me.
Sure, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Alice Cooper, everything is tongue in cheek. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
as tongue in cheek as anything. Obviously, we don't want to kill babies. It's theater.
It's theater. It's horror theater. It's theater, people. It's theater. We
We're
love
not
you guys.
Really gonna cut his head off.
Quick reminder to wear a mask, register to vote, drink Liquid Death, and buy your tickets for Dallas Cooper for next month. I will be back next week with Lily. See you guys later.
See you later. Register to vote.
And register! We want you to elevate your life by going underground. By that we mean supporting independent art, independent music, independent print, independent movies.